Hi, my name is Corey Minter, and I am the president of Trinity Employment Specialists. We are a staffing firm. We're located right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but we staff all over the nation with travel nursing and medical clinics and hospitals all over the nation. And this particular video cast, we always try to add value to job seekers and employers. And right now is one of the weirdest times that I can ever remember in employment and just not understanding what all is going on. Is this going to lead to a recession? Is it not? But the reality of it is that we've got a lot of people who are unemployed. The title of this video cast is Not Overlooking This Number One Factor When Searching for a Job During This COVID. I think this is probably one of the number one ways that most people are going to find a job. Right now, or at least in May, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, nearly 22 million Americans have filed for unemployment benefits, and there are hopefully not any more layoffs expected. In May, they were expecting more layoffs, but right now, you've got this weird thing happening, where you have people who are excited about being on the unemployment benefits because, to be quite frank, someone who's normally making $15 or even $20 an hour, they'll be making more if they just stay on unemployment benefits, and there's a decent number of this group who they've never seen money like this before, and so they want to stay on it as long as they can. And so they're not wanting to go back to work, but there were jobs available. And then on the other hand, you have a potential recession coming just merely from the fact that every employer that I know of has told me I'm making sales calls over and over. Now, I've been told over and over, we're just trying to see what's going to happen here. So just because everyone's withholding to try to see what's going to happen, that in itself is what creates the recession. So based on my own experience of talking to 100 employers over the last 2 weeks, most likely we're going to see a recession, at least in this area, because everyone is waiting to see what is going to happen. So going back to our employees that we've been trying to reach out to find jobs when jobs were available, because businesses at first were really quick to try to, let's get back going. Well, now, we had a lot of people decline positions because they wanted to stay on this unemployment. But that was a long introduction, but it's not going to last very long. And most likely what you're going to see is very few opportunities happening over the next few months, because most likely we're going to see the effects of what I was talking about when I'm reaching out to employers. Everyone's waiting to see what's going to happen. That in itself is going to create a recession. Job opportunities are going to reduce. This unemployment is going to run out, and a lot of employees are going to wish that, or a lot of unemployed employees are going to wish that they had not stayed on this unemployment and taken the long-term option versus the short-term option. So what do you do now if you're in this situation? I've got to think, based on our experience, there are a lot of people in this situation because we got turned down a lot for trying to get people back to work. So how do you do it when there aren't any jobs being posted? Which that's probably the least effective way for finding a job anyway. What do you do? Well, over the past probably 20 years that I have been in the employment arena and have been an employment professional, the number one way that people have found jobs is through networking. And according to a 2016 report from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics and Yale University, 70% of jobs are found through networking. When you update that to 2019, 80% of jobs are found through networking. So, this is interesting. This is likely going to be the way that you're going to find a job. Well, with this COVID thing, we used to have all of these networking groups that went on. And with this COVID thing now, no one is doing any networking groups or events. Some of them are probably done through Zoom, maybe. But how do you go about doing this? Well, the obvious answer that everyone knows is that it's all going to be done online. You've got a great resource through LinkedIn where you can connect with other people. And then also just with social media platforms, you can stay in touch with everyone around you. So how do you network with people? Well, the first thing is you want to confidently and boldly share on social media that you are one of the people that become unemployed during the COVID crisis and you're actively seeking a job in this particular area, and give them a list of the things that you're wanting. One thing that is really interesting is most people want to help other people, and they feel good whenever their contacts, their efforts, their knowledge helps other people. It makes them feel better about themselves. So you might be surprised at some of the people that will step up and help. I remember not too long ago, I went to a mission trip, which I do 2 or 3 times a year. I go to Brazil, and I went to Brazil, and I posted on Brazil, I posted a quick little snippet back to my team, and it said, look at all the wonderful things that God is doing in Brazil, and there was a photo. Well, my assistant posted this up, and Facebook shut me down for, what was it? It was some kind of hate speech or something like that. So they shut down our company page, and we were down, and Facebook would not talk to us. They shut us down. This was a big way that we recruited. We didn't know what to do. And so we just boldly put it out on Facebook, or not on Facebook, on our personal Facebook pages. Hey, listen, Facebook has shut down our company page. We're really not sure why, but it's likely to do with a post that I had about a mission trip. Is there anyone out there that might know of someone who could help? And so I had somebody, the least likely person that I could ever imagine, reaches out to our congressman, Kevin Hearn, and said, hey, can you make a call to Facebook? Well, apparently congressmen have Facebook's phone number. Try to call Facebook. Trust me, it's difficult. They don't take your call. I didn't think that they did have phone numbers. Apparently they do though. But this is just some kind gentleman. He was my neighbor. Now, I would have never guessed in my wildest dreams that person would have helped me. And that is the way that networking works. Just real quick, I want to tell you the wrong way to network, and that is to reach out to somebody directly that you have known for, and you haven't spoken to him in 2 years, and you go and have a direct ask. Hey man, how are you doing? It's good to talk to you again. Hey man, can you help me get in contact with this person? Blah 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 blah. It's probably not going to work out very well for you. Don't go after a direct thing. Now, we posted this out to everyone. Is there anyone that knows anyone? It's a complete different thing, and that is what you ought to do. Let everyone know. But contacting people individually that you haven't talked to in 2 years is not a good move. Lead with your give before you ask. Try to figure out a different way to add value to other people before you begin asking for anything. Volunteering opportunities are especially, there's a lot of people hungry out there. You could volunteer. You wouldn't believe who you'll run into in that networking type of a function. I hope that these are some things that might help you out in networking. According to statistics, it's 80% of how most people find jobs. So, but if we can help you at all at Trinity with your job search, give us a call at 918-622-2588, or you can visit us online at trinityemployment.com.